Greetings, it's Vaygrim. Welcome to another episode from ForgeCraft 2. So, I logged in up here and decided to go do some rounds busting squid plants. The seed plants from, or I think they're called potion plants from Pneumaticraft. I'm not a fan of those things. They're getting to where on this server I have to bust them almost as much as I have to prune gardens on my other server. So I don't like them because you cannot make them keep coming back. If squid spawn in the area and a squid dies, they will sometimes drop a potion plant seed and the seeds self-plant. So I'm not a fan. I try to prune them back as often as possible. Came down here. Let's see. There's a digger age now. I'll go into this in a minute. Then I came down to my workshop, spun around and saw this. Yeah, we have a new version, beta 2.3. It's like 2.3 beta something of Ender.io. It's not released to the public yet, and this is the version of Ender.io I don't want. Basically, it's not going to go in my pack because I don't like the new artwork. If we open this up, and I am sorry, Cyanide X is a very, very talented artist. He did the new textures, and he's a friend of mine. But I don't like this. I can even, let me change it to large. So you guys can get a good look at this. Tons of the machines look totally different. And most of them, to me, look like they've been left out in the rain and weathered. The photovoltaic cells look almost comedic to me. I don't like them. Some stuff looks like it hasn't changed a lot. The Killer Joe and the Dimensional Transceiver. Some stuff has changed a bunch, like the obelisks, and the machines. Capacitors. These things are just, I'm sorry, they look horrible. I like the old ones. The new conduits. I like the old ones because I can identify them at a glance. I'm looking at all of these metal, iron, all these ingots down here, and because you have to understand, because I'm colorblind, I have different limitations than you guys. I have no clue what any of this does. Like, I don't know what most of the machines are at a glance now. Some of it I can tell, but like the shape of the farming station has changed almost entirely. The wireless charger looks totally different. The VAT's shape has changed. Oh gosh. Yeah, the front of the painting machine. That's not even at a glanceable for me anymore. There's the combustion generator. I think that's changed. I can't remember. I don't like them at all, and I can't change back. So this is one of those days that I've been not looking forward to. Uses power to teleport entities to a specific location and dimension. Must be placed in a 3x1x3 multi-block. So basically, this is a teleportation pad that warps you somewhere else. You do not have to have a receiving pad on the other end. It sounds cool, but like facades have changed totally. I don't like the new artwork because it's basically, this is change that I don't like because it's different. And it makes it more confusing for me to do my everyday stuff. It took me a couple of seconds to realize this is the Staff of Travel now. That's the new conduit probe. I like the old one better. Experience rod. The old one was a little simplistic, but I at least knew what it looked like now. A lot of the armor has weird and different shading on it. I'm not even sure what it's going to look like if I put it on. Yeah, there's stuff I'm excited about, like I think the Telepad could be very cool. Where is it? I think the inventory panel looks amazing. Basically, this is a smart inventory management system that uses item conduits from Ender.io. But if I have to stare at the rest of this in order to use it, I'm not trying to be mean here. It's just that this already has lengthened some of my prep work for this episode. There was something I was going to do Ender.io related that I've just decided to scrap because I can't identify half of the stuff in here. And I'm going to have to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and relearn everything. Power buffers and omni buffers and creative buffers and item buffers all look totally different to me. The vacuum chest actually looks pretty similar, as does the dimensional transceiver, which I think is interesting. The slice and splice and soulbinder look a little lighter, a little more faded, but they look similar, I think. The spawners look pretty similar, but more faded. Basically, everything looks like it's been left out in the weather, and I'm not a fan of it. I actually like the old machines. I knew Crazy Pants, the original creator of Ender.io, and the guy that did most all of the textures for the original Ender.io. And I like the original textures. I liked them when I first saw them. And they were a reminder of a friend of mine that I don't get to see that much anymore. And his mod has been handed over to somebody else, and it's going in a direction I'm not a fan of. And it's just one of those things that I have to adjust to. I cannot be a curmudgeon about it, but I don't feel like dealing with this crap right now, so I'm going to go do something else. I did overhaul the basement. As you can see, all the stuff that was down here was moved. The next job is to get this stuff and move it behind that wall. Actually, I think it's going to be behind that wall. I basically want to push out on this floor and on this floor. I want to push out this wall and make a big square space that's going to be underground. It's going to be between this building and the new tech building over here. So, yeah. I did some work over here. I swapped out all the stuff that was stone. I've swapped it out for abyssal stone where I needed to. Did this entire hallway down here, most of this basement. I need to put a stone there. I don't know why I'm missing one. And I need to swap the ones behind these machines. I will probably come back and do that here in a little bit. But it looks a lot more polished, I think, a lot more finished. I've got little spots like that I need to come back and do. But I made a redstone exchanger that lets me swap stuff out. Let me go upstairs. I'm going to put that, put those away. I don't know if I'll ever mess with those again. So if we come down here, basically get the redstone exchanger. I can shift right click. That's going to be my source block now. Basically, that's my block that's my original source that I'm going to use to swap out. And I just right click like that. If I, oh gosh, like this, I can do page up to increase the size. And you can even see radius 2. Which is incorrect. It's actually one block out. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, I could go one more. And it goes radius 3. I think it goes up to radius 4. 5. 6. I'm not sure where it stops. But it does a pretty big area. 8. Yep, 8's the biggest one. 8's as far up as it goes. There we go, all the way back down to 1. I've been doing one block precision swapping a lot lately, and it's been working out pretty good. The tree farm is ticking away just grand. We do have a bug with immersive engineering right now where the water mills don't turn. Even the windmills don't turn quite often. It is generating power, though. It's just not animating. So the authors are looking into it. But it is generating power because these are saying topped off, as you can see. And yeah, this, by the way, was another sign that I realized that the Ender.io update had happened because the pipes look different. So I have done that. Let's go over to the tech center here real quick. The ore processing. Now, actually, real quick. I'm going to demonstrate the system in action. Let me get this. I'm going to get stack of cobblestone. I'm going to get my exchanger and put it back. And if you listen close, no ticking. Why is there no ticking? Well, there's no ticking because there is an item dropper. There's a hopper, and I think you can't see it, but basically there's an item dropper that's from open blocks that drops straight down. Everybody missed the text that I put in the video. Everybody. Nobody got it right. Basically, I put a pop-up window in video editing, so this is not annotations. You can't miss it because of that. I put a pop-up text in the bottom right-hand corner, or in the bottom, across the bottom of the screen, that said, yes, in fact, the item dropper from open blocks is silent. Nobody saw that. Nobody even remotely listened. Everybody commented with suggestions, and I do appreciate the suggestions. I've just noticed that a lot of people don't seem to read the text lately. So I have this system. There's a pipe underneath here that automatically routes to the bottom here of this new ugly alloy smelter, and stuff pipes out here. So I've got cobblestone getting cranked out and getting turned into sand, which then gets smelted into quite clear glass. I have also, if you notice right here, what's that? That's where the smeltery is moved. I put the coke oven and the blast furnace for immersive engineering on this same floor. Here is the actual smeltery. I moved it over here mostly because I really don't need it anymore unless I'm casting stuff for this specifically. And that usually means I'm coming over here. That is the actual magma crucible. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, I did put the... I had power going into that from underneath. There we go. So here's what I was trying to figure out, is if I put stacked seared tanks, do you get a bigger lava reserve? Well, as it turns out, no, you don't. It's still only seeing certain so much. So get that, put it there. That is all done grinding things up. So now I can put that back. Right click. Right click, those are linked. That is getting power. I can actually put lava in there. The only trouble is I actually need to swap out. I need to move this up a level because the seared tank has to be on the same level as the actual controller. If you have two tanks on the same level, it still shows 4,000 MB is max for lava. Doesn't expand it. So I think that's kind of crappy. I'm going to experiment with that later, though. I've got a window out on this floor, I've decided, because I actually do have a view. There is stone behind here and here and over here. So this is too low below ground level to get windows on the other sides. We do get a good look over here, though. You can see how close to the ground we are on this top floor. It's right there. Even over here. I need to get some more coral and put it over here. I've got some spare. I need to go get some more. I have nothing up here yet. I don't know what I'm going to put up here. Probably thermal expansion machines because I need to make a whole bunch more. The tower I have not started working on yet. That's probably going to be a project I'm going to be working on during the week. So, that is the new stuff for here at the base. Oh, hang on a second. Let me go put this back. Upstairs, is there a... Yeah, there is. Awesome. So... let's go to Digger. Now, this is a new mod that's actually being put into testing by XCompWiz, the creator of Mistcraft. This is called Looking Glass. It lets you see your target location. If we go over here, it takes a second. It has to render a view in. This is the Nether Hub. I'm actually going to let it spin because I'm curious if anybody has put their books in yet. No. No new books. Okay. Pretty much nobody's using the Nether Hub now because we have digger. There we go. The only problem I'm having with it is the fact that you have to wait until it fully renders the picture before you can click on it and go through to it. But hopefully they'll actually speed that up. So this is the new workshop for this season. What the heck is this? Please move where you link up to here. Yeah. This is Way's book. Uh-oh. There we go. That's Zelda and Kletos. You see, I get this lag client side now, and if the chunks aren't loaded, it doesn't render anything. It's Quetzi's base. And this goes to where? Overworld, air quotes. Okay. Great. So here's where I put my book. I figured there was going to be a ladder somewhere over here because I knew there was going to be a second floor. So it looks like T-Fox might have to actually move his book. I don't know if we're supposed to be keeping him there or if we're going to put him somewhere else. Can't get up there, though. These carpenter's ladders are actually very cool looking. So here we go. The posts and strips is what this actual railing is made out of, which of course means it's hideously unsafe, as I can jump up on it. But I do actually absolutely love the look. Let's go into small, tiny little thing that's actually got 10 hearts. I discovered that a standard wisp from ForgeCraft actually has a full 10 hearts from morph. Because, you know, when you morph into another creature, your hearts go up or down. Well, they stay the same. You get a full 10 hearts and I can still fly. So, yeah. This is my new flight and small spaces morph. All of these side pipes, everything, the whole building was done by Rorax, and she has done a spectacular job, to say the least. It looks like because of the update, all the cabling has to be redone. I'm not sure why. But anyway, this was a suggestion I made. The suggestion down here was industrial blight, because she was making it look like a big industrial factory. And I thought industrial blight would be very interesting. It would be very clever, and she did an amazing job. Now, originally it was taint, but the taint kept drying out and dying, so she swapped it out for sandy dirt, soul sand, and oil. That was nausea like 9 or something. Anyway, I loved the pipes coming out of the side of the building, spewing out oil into these big pools. We have a nice village, a sand village, a desert village, generated by witchcraft. Well, it's a vanilla village, but it's been enhanced by witchery. And that's a Colossus, by the way, factorization. They're all hideously broken, so nobody messes with them, otherwise it can crash the server. The one thing we've noticed about the actual village is that all the villagers like to get stuck in the actual smeltery. No clue why. I think I'm going to come back and put lava in there at some point soon and just melt them all down for emeralds. So yes, I think this is very cool. Later, if I get some resources, I'd love to continue the road over to the actual village, into the village, and cross-connect it. But that's neither here nor there. So, I think this came out amazingly well. We've got a nice magnum torch right there, doing the job of keeping us safe. This is our automated ore processing for right now. Basically, what happens is, this is an electric external heater used to heat these two things. You throw stuff in here. I have nothing to throw. And it goes up, gets crushed, comes down, and from here, it basically gets exported over to these furnaces where it gets auto-cooked. So yeah, that's our automatic ore processing system. Chest will go, and items placed in this chest will go in the crusher. You've been warned. So yeah, these lights are very cool. I like them. Glowstone illuminator from thermal expansion. Oh. I like the shadowing on the building. I think it's an amazing build job. The smokestacks, and then we've got this massive spire. Towards the top up here, we actually have some windmills. There we go. They're turning. but the power on them needs to get relinked because we actually updated, and that seems to break it for some reason. It doesn't break it at my base, so I'm not sure why it breaks here, but, you know, whatever. Oh, there's a double layer. Okay. Ooh. Let's go down here real quick. And I think I'm going to move my book. First thing I've learned, got to get this, take it out. Oh, yeah, there we go. ForgeCraft has got some bugs in it. I'll put it that way. Get those. And I'm going to go over here. It's going to be southwest corner. This is where I'm going to put my book. And let's put a sign back up. And we will go back home. And you'll notice my base is chunk loaded, but sometimes it renders, sometimes it doesn't. It's very nonsensical. I don't understand Looking Glass fully yet. But I do not have any big projects for today. I am sorry. I thought I would show you guys Digger, at least as a kind of a... Oh, that's one thing that's aggravating the heck out of me. Every time I change dimensions, my waypoints get turned back on. I had some plans for this and to do some Ender IO stuff, but it kind of got a wrench thrown into it because of the update. I will get on that and see what I can do for next time. I think what I'm going to do... Let's see if I can figure this out real quick. Storage drawers. There we go. Okay. So storage drawers, great mod. It actually has something called a controller. There's also a controller slave. The controller is a master thing that you can actually put in or behind your bank of drawers. And basically what it does is any drawers that it touches in a direct, all connected, if it contacts them, then what it does is it actually interacts with all of those, which means that you can actually have like a hopper or an item conduit going straight into that block, and it will automatically place stuff in the rest of these blocks. So what I want to do is make basically a room that's made out of storage drawers with a controller, and I think that's going to be my auto sorting system. So, but I'm going to work on that between this episode and next. I will catch you folks later. Have a great Monday. Bye-bye.